They were my best friends growing up.
From Black Can.
I didn't want to leave the hotel. I was scared too.
Meanwhile, you think it smelled like straight horse booty, bro. That's crazy. That was... Welcome to Tabletop Topics. I'm your host, Jeff.
And of course, Jeff. Guys, if you want to catch our episodes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Deezer, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. And if you want to catch our ugly mugs on Wednesdays and Friday, we are on YouTube, one word, Tabletop Topics. We also have our Triple T's Clips channel and our TikTok channel. So if you click on the link, it'll take you to the episode. And of course, we have timestamps so you can navigate throughout. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell, and of course leave us a comment if you want to bring up any suggestions on the show. Again, thank you guys for joining us at the tabletop. Let's jump right into it.
Yes, sir.
Oh
yeah, we actually forgot.
We fucked up.
So
Jimmy, I know you're gonna listen to this.
So Tuesday was supposed to be a mini celebration
for our
100th episode. So Barb, you get to enjoy this.
You get to enjoy this. Sorry, Jimmy. Sorry.
Barb has to gets the celebration. So, thank you for your support for the past year and a half already.
Yeah.
To all our listeners, we appreciate everything. We appreciate your support, your suggestions. To all our guests, thank you so much. For giving us the time and gracing our studio with your presence.
To all our listeners around the world, I mean, we've been starting to capture the hearts and minds of people from other countries. Giving them a laugh, showing us that everybody is normal and nobody is above anybody else. And of course, thank you for all our subscribers on YouTube for watching our videos because you like looking at our ugly faces.
I'm dead. But
anyways, let's
get into this.
I'll let you introduce her since you've known her longer than I have.
Yo,
the myth.
When I tell you,
the legend,
Barbara
Streisand.
Even better.
Oh shit.
Oh my gosh.
Even better. So we have Barb Hilliard. Thank you for coming.
My pleasure.
We've been trying this for a while.
Oh, you got indoctrinated. You're saying my pleasure now.
Oh yeah, it's in the blood now. Yeah. Even after I left the company,
I don't say that at work.
Because it's not her pleasure.
It's like, fuck this, hell no.
And they hate me for it.
She's like, you're welcome.
No, I feel that. But man, I've known Barb since I came to the company, back in 2015, and she was the first person to stand out to me. She was actually one of the first people that actually talked to me besides Mr. Darren. And I knew I was gonna like her from the jump. She's a no nonsense gal, you know what I'm saying? She does not sugarcoat shit, no bullshit, and she'll tell you like it is, you know what I'm saying? And I'll hand her the floor. She'll introduce herself to the world. So
well, hello everybody, and I hope everybody's having a fucking good day. Yay!
Sensational.
That's too funny. But anyway, I am just excited to be here because I've never ever done anything like this before.
Right.
And I don't want to get tongue-tied, but I know these guys think I'm entertaining.
Absolutely.
You are.
Absolutely.
Do you really think so?
You have the best stories, Barb.
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
do.
You give me a new perspective on man, this is how I want to be.
I've gone through life, but I can look at the good moments.
Right. And you find good moments in everything. Like you can turn any situation into something.
I try because life's so damn short, and it's like I don't see the point. But that's not to say I don't have my down moments.
Yeah, of course.
I was just telling the guys, not a good month for me so far.
I feel that.
Financially, but I ain't alone.
No.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more people are worse off than I.
Yeah.
So that's just, I have to just say everything that happens, it's life. And you just grab it by the moment.
Yeah.
And I never worry about my past either. I never let my past hold me as a prisoner. And I keep this as a quote, and I think I've told you guys this.
Yeah, you have.
I never hold my past as a prison sentence. It's not a sentence. It's a lesson.
It's a lesson.
Move on.
Amen.
So
Amen.
I think that helps me. I do feel, though, sometimes I get away from my higher power sometimes.
I think
I'm not the
we're,
one in
we're
charge.
bad influencers.
I'm not the one in charge.
It's because she's hanging around us guys.
I'm not always in charge.
We're corrupting her.
and I so hope my sister's brave. I got to tell you about one of my sisters. She is, I'm telling you, when she goes to the good Lord, she is not going to be able to hold her head up high because of the crown they're going to put on her head. Honest to God. And I know she prays for me, and I'm so glad she's in my life. Yeah. Honest to God, you know. It's just something else, because when I call and talk to her, it's like I'm talking to you guys.
Okay, that's what's up.
She always goes, I think you're possessed, Barbara. I'm going to pray for you. She's so good. But I laugh, and I laugh at her. Keep praying for me.
You come pull up with an exorcist or something.
Right.
I know, but every time she comes down here to visit me, it's holy water.
Oh, damn.
And I scream. No, that's not true. That's not true.
She's like, Father Drew, can I have a container of holy water for my sister?
I'm dead. No, that's great. I feel that.
I think I have a bottle of holy water that was given to me from some wonderful people. I don't know if you people are religious, but do you know the story of the Lady of Fatima?
Oh, no.
It's where this French girl saw the vision of the Blessed Virgin Mary, and of course there was water there, and it's blessed. And a neighbor went to this place and gave me a bottle of it.
Oh, wow.
He must have known I was possessed.
Giving off demonic energy.
Yep, I can sense
I
it.
feel that.
I can sense it.
But even at work too, people think that. A lot of people think I'm mean. I'm not mean.
That's so weird. I never understood that. I never
Well, they call me
understood
the mean old white woman. But I look at it this way: if I'm working, you're all working,
No, facts.
and that's
Yeah.
how I
Facts.
feel about
no,
it.
that's facts.
No, it's not nice, because I'm not a mean old white woman.
You're not.
I might be old, but
But you're not mean. You're not mean.
No, you're not
I've
mean.
never got that vibe from you. Even like when I worked with you, you know, like it's just a lot of people are afraid to really have conversations with people who are honest with them. You know what I'm saying?
I think
Snowflakes.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head
right.
there.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's me.
I feel
And I
that.
think that I shocked my mother, because even growing up and as I entered puberty and experienced sex, and I would tell her, but she goes, don't tell me everything.
Like,
But I thought that's what you did.
Yeah.
It's
That's
like
what mother
six
I don't
of
want-
us here.
I don't want to know. You're innocent till
You know,
marriage.
I mean, even when I got my period, this is what the woman says to me. I guess I'm going to have to start carrying a baseball bat with me.
Oh my god. What?
Ma, what do I do with this flood down here?
Oh no, I'm dead.
Seriously, people.
Oh, Jesus
Like-
Christ.
I mean, that goes to show you how old I am. But
Was that? And so, like, did you always feel that, like, because I remember we had a conversation earlier, and you're like, your mom was a really funny woman,
yeah, she was.
and I always kind of hark back to that, where I'm like, I can see where you got that from. How did you feel you and your mom's relationship was? What was your dynamic with her?
First of all, I loved her like nobody could love a mother. Very, very fortunate. She was very strict at times. And now, as I'm older and knowing what happened in her life, it changes the dynamics
I feel
about
that.
how I felt. I would have done anything for my mother, and God forbid anybody try to hurt this woman. I think out of the children, I think we all of us probably would have
Sure.
been on the defensive
Sure.
with her. But I did shock my mother, and I think the one that broke a tie for us was, I remember as a child, and I think I shared this story with you guys. I did something wrong, and don't ask me what it was, but she let me know. I think I hit her. I don't know what I did, but I hit her. And she told me, I am going to tell you a story of a friend of mine. She hit her mother, and when her mother died, they buried her 6 feet under. And when her daughter went to visit her gravesite, her mother's arm came out. And I'm sitting here, listen, as a child, and I'm thinking to myself, this is a horrible story. And I did not share what I was thinking about this story until maybe I was in my 20s. And it was this nice summer day. I was sitting outside with my sister Marilyn and my mother and myself. And something happened, and I said, Ma, I gotta tell you something. That story you told me about, you always said when you die you go 6 feet under. And then I did something wrong, and you told me about this woman's arm that came out of the grave. And I said, all I could think about, Ma, was this woman had a 6 foot arm way My mother was so shocked that I said, she goes, my mother told me that story and I didn't figure that one out.
This is fucking snake. Come on.
See it there? They were laughing. Of course, my sister Marilyn. Oh, yeah. She had a 6 foot on. No, Marilyn. No, Marilyn.
Oh, man.
Hey, Barb,
Oh, man.
turn your mic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
You're
Okay.
good.
You guys just want to.
Man.
But I'm saying that's the dynamic. But I could share something, but I think my mother would be very upset. Oh well.
Sorry, Mom.
The time she didn't drive, so my younger sister and myself would take her shopping. Anywhere we went, we took Mom. That's how it was. So you know that there was a closest there. Now, back in the day, and I'm going back years ago.
This was in New York?
And this is in New York.
New York.
And I don't know if I could say something online.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so anyway, my sister and I, we were pot smokers, okay? And my mother got in the car, and we used to take our roaches and put them in the cigarette lighter so that we could smoke.
She's not done yet. Let her finish.
And my mother was in the front seat. My sister Margie just got this brand new car, a little Chevy Vega, and I was sitting in the middle of the back. And my mother went to light her cigarette up, but she didn't have matches on her, and I didn't have my lighter with me. And she punched in the lighter. Margie and I knew.
Oh, no.
So she pulls the lighter out. She's going, what is this? What is this? And I'm like in the backseat. Margie's looking at me at the rear of the mirror, and I'm going, oh my God, the woman's going to get stoned, okay? We go to Macy's in the parking lot, okay? She's laughing. My mother is laughing her ass off, okay? They're doing the parking lot over, guys, and they have barrels, and it wasn't crowded at the parking lot, but my mother we go, Mom, we're gonna have to walk a little bit. So no, I'm gonna get out and move the barrels. My mother was a skinny little piece of hair. I swear to God, she was this tiny little woman. She gets out and she starts moving these barrels. Because look at her, she's stoned everyone. Next thing, the policeman, a guard comes
crap.
over, and we're like, oh shit,
It's
shit,
wraps.
we're not-
Oh man.
So he goes, you can't move these barrels. These are for the construction so they can do the blacktop and everything. And mother goes, so it's my mother. I don't give a rat's ass. She gets back in the car and we're not shopping here. We decided we don't want to go in here. But that was awful.
That's
and my
awesome.
sister Margie and I, we talk about that all the time.
That's
you know?
awesome. Oh
You know?
man. Oh man.
The poor woman. But I did do mean things to her. Like she always kept ice cold water in the refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why, I'm just a mean person.
So was it you and Margie that were kind of like the
We were the
troublemakers?
closest.
Okay.
Okay.
You're the
Yeah.
youngest as well, too.
We're
Right?
the two youngest,
Okay,
yes we
I
are.
feel that. I feel
And I don't know why I did this. I don't know. Maybe Mommy pissed me off. I don't know. But I took her ice water and I drank it. But the glass was in the refrigerator for quite some time, so the glass was nice and cold. So I grabbed a bottle of gin. Gin. Mommy come in and she goes, oh, it's hotter than hell outside. She slugged that
Just
gin.
throws it back. Oh,
Throws
man.
that baby back. Barbara!
She already knew it was
And
Barb.
She knew it was me. She knew it was me.
Oh, man.
So I was a mean kid. No wonder she sent me to Catholic school.
Oh, man. Was it just you she sent it? Oh, wow. I feel that.
Did it work, or did you come back with
Yeah,
a
that's
vengeance?
what I'm saying. Like,
You came back with a vengeance.
No, I got out and I got to go to public school. And that's because I begged my father, and he talked me into her. But I did get in trouble there. There was like a party. They would have a party, and there was supposed to be a bunch of us. I was still in high school, and we were having a sleepover at one of the girls' house. And like I said, Margie and her friends, my friends, we always hung out.
Yeah.
Okay?
right.
So we drank and that night, but there was a liquor store, and because I was the oldest and looked the oldest, I was the one that bought the booze.
Oh.
Okay, this is a terrible story. People are gonna go, "This girl is."
Oh, that's
smart."
fantastic.
So-
Continue.
Fine.
So-
This is a dream.
I remember my friend Maureen Walsh, I'll never forget this, and I split a bottle of Seagram 7s, okay, a fifth, and 2 large cans of Coors.
Okay.
Okay, Coors, the big tall ones.
Yeah, the
Tall
tall
boys.
And
Yeah.
I gave my sister and a few of her friends bottles of blackberry brandy and the other 4 cans of Coors, okay?
Damn.
Oh,
Well, all I
man.
can tell you is we went into the woods and Maureen says, oh no, the cops are coming. We finished. We drank.
Oh, they chugged it.
We chugged that down.
But they didn't know where they were at.
Okay. I can remember running. And then to get to the school, we had to run up like a hill, kind of. And I could already feel myself warm. I don't know how we got inside. We had to walk through the cafeteria, but we made it into, I don't know how we got into the girls' room. Sick as a dog. Puking my
Oh,
brains
my
out.
goodness.
Little did I know that my kid's sister was in another stall puking her guts out. And the school, the substitute teachers or the, I forgot-
Chaperone or
chaperones, thank you, called our parents.
No.
And they dragged us into the teacher's lounge. And I don't remember this. I was passed out.
Oh, wow.
I don't even know where my sister was. Was they carried her in? I have no idea.
Hangover.
All I know is I woke up at home, not at a pajama party. And the reason I knew that is back then I collected posters of like Dean Martin and all these guys, and I woke up in my pillow with continental debris. I had to be throwing up all over the place, God.
Damn.
And I looked and I went, I am not at a pajama party. And all I can remember is somebody pulling at the back of my hair. And that was Mommy.
Ooh.
With a possessed voice. Get up. And I'm dead serious. It was possessed. She dragged my ass downstairs into the kitchen.
Damn.
And said, did you everything I ask you, you better tell me the truth. Do you know where your sister is? No. Wacko! In the back of my head.
Wow.
I was like, oh my God, where is she? I don't know. I was like, oh no, I have no idea. Who, in the possessed voice, who bought the booze? I did. Wow! What did you buy? A fifth of 6 of 7. Everything I answered, I was telling the truth, so why is she hitting me? But anyway, come to find out, my kid's sister was in her room.
Oh,
Sick as a
man.
dog. We did get suspended. And my mother said, see what happens? I knew. Could you shouldn't have said, let her out of Catholic school. But then it was in an English class, okay? And it was after I had 3 weeks of suspension. And the teachers, we were doing plurals and all this other
All that
crap,
bullshit.
okay?
All that grammar shit.
And the teacher says, give me a sentence of a plural. And I went, never buy booze from Jacoby's liquor store. But everybody in the class
They
knew.
knew. They knew.
They knew. And the teacher was like, oh, mother of God. This is terrible.
No, that's
But
awesome.
that's the kind of person that I am. I was telling the truth.
I feel that.
you
I
know,
feel that.
So,
No, that's
That's what's
awesome.
up.
And how many years did you do Catholic school?
all elementary.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All elementary. I specifically tried to fail the Regency test.
So you didn't.
It's
It's like, I'm too smart to fail, damn it.
This is what I did at the Regent. You know those little boxes?
Yeah.
Beep, 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 beep. Never read the question.
I'm done.
Hey, guess who got into Catholic high school?
Oh, my goodness.
Isn't that awful?
Oh, my goodness.
So I had to beg Daddy to get me out. He got me out.
I feel that. That's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome. And that was until high school. I feel that.
That was high school.
So I know you're originally from New York. What part?
Long Island.
Long Island. So
Yep.
how long were you out there before you decided to start traveling? Like, what made Barb want to come to Florida?
Oh, well, it was actually my mother.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
my mother.
So she moved down here?
No,
Or-
not at all. Well, she told me about traveling. She told me that
okay.
my life is so short. And they traveled, and even when we were kids,
When it was cheap.
she would have Dad take us all over, not to fly a lot of places,
Right. But like drive road trips and
all over.
Nice.
And it wasn't always like amusement park. It was educational shit, you know. And I enjoyed it, and I also enjoyed how much my parents enjoyed that. So when I got older and got a job, I would save my money and I would travel, and I found I made friends with this girl. Her name was Sandy Fitzgerald, and she was responsible with saving money. And I said, I'm thinking about going on a vacation. And it was like, would you like to go to Jamaica? Would you like to go to Bermuda? Those are the type of things. Would you like to go to Arizona? Would you like to go to Colorado? And we saved.
It's like your travel buddy. I
Yes,
feel
it was
that.
a
That's
travel
awesome.
buddy, and she would do her thing, I would do my thing, and that's how it was.
Oh, nice.
And then one year, we were both kind of broke. And, and we went to Jones Beach, and it didn't turn out to be such a nice day. And my friend, my travel buddy Sandy goes, "Hey, I have an idea. Let's go visit my sister-in-law in Connecticut." So I said, "Oh, okay, we got a call. We just don't want to show up uninvited."
Yeah.
So we went back to, I was still living at home, by the way, my house, because she was staying with me because her father was a severe alcoholic. She didn't like to, so she spent a lot of time at our house. So she called, and her sister-in-law said, "Sure, come on down." So again, winging it, we read directions. I got in the car, didn't know what the hell. And as long as we
before
had
GPS,
and-
man,
I
you
know,
said,
right?
fuck it,
Open
we'll
the
just-
map.
We'll just
Yeah.
go.
right.
Yeah.
we
I like
winged
that.
it.
I
We
love
just
that.
winged it.
I love
okay?
that.
And I don't have a GPS in my car. I winged it
He's
over
got a
here
good
today.
sense
It
of
was good,
direction.
yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
No, I do not. My next car is going to have that map thing.
Oh,
What is
the-
it?
in the
Whatever.
dash,
Oh,
right.
make the right hand turn. Oh, go
Make
through
a
for-
U-turn.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
You have missed your turn.
Yeah, so I did fall in love with Connecticut, and I happened to meet my first husband there. And it happened by accident, though. Her sister-in-law, my travel buddy Sandy, her sister-in-law set us up on blind dates. I did not want to do this, okay? But I knew Sandy had never been on a blind
date.
date or ever had a boyfriend either, okay?
Oh, wow.
Yes, I had boyfriends, but she never did, okay? So anyway, I went on this blind date. My guy was very nice, but he wasn't just my cup of tea, okay?
Too nice.
He was living...
Pushover.
He was living with this guy, and he brought me back to where he was living, okay? And he introduced me to his buddy, and their rooms were apart. And I looked at him and I went, "Oh, this guy's cute." Okay? I felt bad. I kind of dropped
So
him.
you could have that one.
Yeah. I kind of dumped
You're
him
my
right
wing.
then and there.
You're my
It's
wing.
real life. Oh,
But
man.
how it happened, he rolled up a joint. This guy that was his roommate.
Sold.
That's it.
What the hell?
You smoke pot. That's
And,
it.
I wasn't a big pot smoker then. I mean,
Right.
yeah, I smoked, but it wasn't.
But he knew how to have a
and
good time.
He did, and
The bad boy.
I smoked his ass underneath the table
Oh,
at
I
night.
bet.
You know, when he told me about what he told his friends, I got the nickname of Iron Lung Bob. And I happened to stay in Connecticut. I guess he called my mother and said, "I am going to marry your daughter." And my mother said, "Well, that's up to her."
Because she's from New York.
I feel that.
And I did, but that didn't pan out.
I feel that.
That didn't pan out. I did marry him,
Mhm.
and unfortunately, there was a severe accident. And there was 2 deaths involved.
I feel that.
and
That was
I
before
remember
seat
that,
belts
so-
and airbags. Yeah.
No, no
Really?
airbags. No.
No, that's what I'm saying. That was
Nothing,
before.
nothing.
And the
Yeah.
bench seats and all that
Yeah,
shit.
that was before
yeah.
seat belts and airbags.
Before
So.
5-star crash safety rating and all that shit. What the fuck?
He was drunk, so wasn't the party.
Oh,
Ah,
yeah,
okay.
damn.
Yeah, and
Yep.
drunk driving was prevalent
Yep.
back then
Damn.
too. Yeah.
I feel that. Damn.
So I was at work, and I had gotten a phone call from still my very good friend Donna, and we shared jokes all the time. It doesn't matter how dumb they are. Actually, she's the one that told me about the ears.
That was awesome. That was
You wait till I drink water to see that.
Oh, man. That was
But
awesome.
nobody gets that one. I don't understand.
That's wild.
that.
No, that's
I mean,
awesome.
I hear them. And that's what I say. I hear jokes. I tell them. I don't care if they're funny, dirty. I just tell them,
Oh, man.
And that's how it is.
No, I
you
feel
know?
that. I feel that. Because sometimes people need to, like,
They need to laugh.
Right.
People
You
need to
laugh.
laugh.
Absolutely.
And I like dumb ones, like when I called you with the Chinaman joke. That's, to me, that's funny, you know? I mean, I even told the guys it was a dumb one about the 2 parrots. The guy that walked into the pet store and he bought 2 parrots and he brings them home and everything's going fine. But a couple of weeks went by and the man checks on the 2 parrots and they're in their cage on rosary beads. And he goes, oh, they must be bored with one another. I'm going to go to the pet store and buy another parrot. So he buys another parrot, puts it in the cage, and the parrot says to the other 2 parrots that are in there, hi, my name is Tilly, and I'm a whore. And the one parrot says to the other one, drop your rosary beads on prayers of the See, now that's funny. It's not dirty. It's not dirty, but it's funny. And
fine.
I do sometimes, people just go, Barbara, where do you hear these from? I go, it could be from my friend Sam. It could be, it doesn't matter. But then I'll go into a really stupid joke, like, did I tell you my parrot Nickel died? And now I'm left with a Nicholas Cage.
Oh man!
Get that
That's fucking amazing. Nicholas.
I think they're overthinking it way too much, which is why they don't.
No, my favorite one that I could never stop telling people was the wing wing wing.
Oh, I know. I forgot how that went. Do you remember how that went? It was a bird.
Yeah, so you
and
drew.
I drew what I had
you
to
drew
say.
it. Yeah, so
Point to the beak.
Point to the beak.
The
point
feet.
to the feet. And now what is this part?
But wait a minute. There's a part of the joke that's missing. And I had to think about that parrot joke. And what happened was, we share jokes at work. This janitor that works there now, we share jokes, okay? And, but he tells some really raunchy ones.
Oh man!
I'll tell you, not on here because it definitely would get edited. The reason I remembered the parrot joke is like, I know this parrot joke. There's another one that's out there I can't remember, but I was in the house and in my bedroom I have a crucifix with a pair of my mother's rosary beads on it. I went, that's what's missing in my parrot joke. And then I remembered the next day I went to work and told that that's what did it. But there's something missing in the wing.
In the wing. Because I know you drew it and then you pointed to the body parts, but you had you
a phone,
like
right.
You took a piece of paper.
And I pretended it was a magic trick.
It was, yeah.
I pretended it was a magic, but that's
trick.
A classic.
That was awesome.
That is.
And then you're like, point to this and say it 3 times. What body part is this?
Say it real fast.
Really fast, 3 times.
Wing, wing, wing.
Wing, wing, wing.
I went,
hello. That was awesome.
I remember that joke.
That was awesome, man.
That
was
a
awesome.
good joke. It really was a good joke.
Barb always had me laughing in there every single time, man. Every single time. But I remember at some point you told me you owned a ice cream shop or a...
Yes, in Connecticut. It was next door to a movie theater.
Yeah.
She was undercover selling drugs.
That's
but
awesome.
at the same time, a hotel was being built. And it was not, I really wasn't in favor of that. You have to know the area that I was living in at the time. There was it was a nuke plant just down the street.
She was selling radioactive ice cream.
People come out the ice cream shop glowing.
Wub, wub, wub.
Actually, husband number 2 worked there. And
oh man,
he got hit.
Oh,
he got hit.
Goodness.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Absolutely.
Wow.
But at the time, there were a lot of travelers.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you were, a steamy or a pipe fitter or an iron worker, a laborer, electrician. These guys were coming from all over. A lot of the women had a good time. And anyway.
Winky face.
Well, even my friend Donna, she had a good time too. They called her Donna, do you wanna?
That's
Hey, yo,
fine.
what the fuck?
We were crazy then. We were really crazy then.
Oh shit! That's awesome.
But yeah, but not in favor of that because that new plant was about done. So
Wow.
why are you doing that? And I was not in favor of that at all.
It kind of killed like the whole
It killed
vibe,
everything.
right.
Killed everything.
Damn.
You know.
Was there ever any like? Did they ever do like a compensation type thing for anyone who was working out there that ended up like
No.
getting sick from it or not?
What?
That was my second husband. No, not at all. Not at all.
Wow.
Not at all. The compensation that they got was these guys were paid big bucks. Big bucks. Okay.
Okay.
So, I mean, but one, these construction workers like this, yes, my husband made good money, but you also have to understand they would work like, 7 10s,
right.
and then after a month,
They're out
they're
of work.
they're
right.
burned,
Yeah.
and now they're out 6 months, 8
I
months,
feel
you
that.
know,
Ah,
and that's how
yeah.
how it was.
It's like my boy Dalton. He does like 6 months out in the oil fields out in Texas, and
Mhm.
then once he's done, he's like off for 6 months, and it's just kind
The
of
big mistake that my husband made was he had primo insurance, Blue Cross Blue Shield Gold, and he did go through his chemo and radiation, but you're only in submission,
Right.
okay? And he didn't feel that the money he was shelling out for it, he kept saying, I'm cured, and I'm like, Cliff, please don't downsize. Please do not do that.
No.
It is not causing any financial strain on us.
Right.
So
It's
don't
also-
do
'Cause
he
you're
did.
covered, right?
Once you downsize, you cannot go back. Did you know that?
Really.
Nope.
Oh,
And then right after he did that, ba-boom. Ba-boom. And then I don't know, I don't think you were there. I was almost out 2 years taking
no,
care
I
of
was
him.
not there.
And-
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep, so I lost a lot of time. I didn't lose my position or my rate pay. I did lose like vacation time and
Word.
stuff,
I
but
feel that.
you know,
Well, the
that's-
company wasn't that evil, we hope.
no,
Yeah.
yeah,
Before whatever.
right. That's what I'm saying.
The
Yeah.
overlords.
Yeah. Yep. So,
The wage slavers.
But those guys now, those union guys that I met, I made a lot of money off those guys too. When I was living in Connecticut, I worked for a couple of people, and a couple of those people that I worked for also sent me to night school, and I learned how to do taxes. And back in the day, they could teach you loopholing in taxes.
Hey, I feel that. That's insane.
So I did a lot of taxes for the guys, and those guys were crazy. They weren't paying taxes. They
A whole bunch of
claiming
The
they
loophole.
had 10 kids. They
And,
weren't even
and it was
married.
hard to check back in the day, yeah.
Well, them books were on fire, man. What the hell?
Nothing on computer.
Nothing. No, that's facts. That's facts.
No traceability.
Nothing, bro. Them books were on fire, damn it.
Fantastic.
What?
But I was so shady. But I'll never forget Buzzy Spat. His real name was Milton, but we called him Buzzy because he was always drunk. And everything else.
Oh, man.
Buzzy came to me and he goes, I'm getting audited. I haven't filed taxes in 7 years. I went, oh, mother of God. Okay. But back in the day, what I did, because I was doing it, I would go to the library, or you would get tax forms mailed to you. At least that's what they did.
Yeah.
With all the paperwork that you needed. And I would always go to like the library or the banks and collect. I would take stacks of money, I swear to God. And what I did with Buzzy, I could get arrested for this. I worked all 7 years backwards. It's hard to explain how I
allegedly.
did that.
Allegedly.
Okay. And each year, he got nothing back, so it was always a zero return for 7 years. And when he came, because when we went for the audit, I said, Buzzy, don't come in here all dressed up. Buzzy shows up at the door, gold chain, you know.
Why?
Go home. I don't care if you take your clothes out of the hamper that you worked with yesterday and come back.
Or show up in a wife beater,
Okay.
torn up with some barbecue stains and stuff.
Smell like hooch. Down to the auditor we went. Buzzy, don't you dare say a word. I will talk. And if the auditor asks something, well, we were so lucky for this auditor. This isn't nice either, guys. So he goes, what's your name, sir? Oh, thank you, God. Thank you, God. He was shaken.
He already had a
We
heart
were-
attack.
I see. Oh, that's what. But he just didn't realize he didn't need to file a zero return. But he kept, and all it was photocopies that I did. I kept the original.
Allegedly.
I feel that.
Allegedly.
Okay.
That's
So if
what's
you
up.
guys want to turn me in, go
I'm-
right
Oh,
ahead.
no, you're
Just
solid.
Nah,
bring
you're
me
good.
soap on a rope.
Shit, you do our taxes.
So
Barb.
on the road.
We'll hire you. You do our
Oh,
taxes.
man.
Damn it, what the
Very
hell?
hard to do nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
It's getting
crazy.
harder and harder to
Yeah.
do.
They're crazy
Yep.
now.
Really
They're
is.
crazy now because I feel like haven't they restructured it plenty of times
Yeah.
already?
Now it's ID me in order to log into
Oh
your
my God.
Yeah.
And like even back then, like I said, with someone like Buzzy, 10 kids, you didn't need social security numbers for the kids. Nowadays, if you
Yeah.
are,
Oh,
you
yeah.
have to have, children today have
Proof.
social security.
They need proof.
Yep, it sure is.
Wow.
Yep. And you also have to show divorce papers to show who's paying for the children, who's
Right.
paying the support.
Right.
Back then, there's nothing.
Didn't fucking matter.
No.
None
So
of it.
I mean, it was a piece of cake back
Wow.
then. So
Damn, bro, I'm telling you.
and then but the cost the guys now when I went with Buzzy, that cost him $100 an hour.
Ooh,
That's
I
what he
feel
did.
that.
$100
Oh
an
yeah,
hour.
and that's top pay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
ooh.
Yeah.
So when I say
Ooh.
Money,
I
money,
made
money,
good
money.
money, but then when I
Ooh.
moved down here, the guys would come.
Oh, they would fly. Oh, they would.
But it was harder then. But I also have to say this: most of those guys got zapped with radiation.
So they all.
There's only 2 left.
Damn.
There's only 2
And
left.
do they have cancer?
Honest, all of them.
All
All
of
of them.
Damn.
All of them. All of them.
Wow.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep. That's
And the
God's
shit these
attitude.
companies used to
Yeah.
get away with. That's crazy.
So my thing is, you love Connecticut a lot, and I know you came down to Florida, but what made you, besides your mom, why did you make that leap? Was it like a health issue with your mom that made you come down here?
Well, you have to understand, the town that I was living in was like Hooterville, and I'm dead serious. And it just was a strange town. It really was.
Demonic.
You feel like it was cursed a little bit?
It was nuts. It was. No one can live like that all the time.
Like what?
And when I say, yayo was big then, and I don't. Yeah, it was okay. Like I said, yeah. Did I dabble? Yes, I did.
Yeah.
But
It was cons. It was
what's,
every day. It was like
Stop.
it was
Okay.
like a meal of the day or
What
something.
you know,
what's
and you
yayo
have
to
to
the-
also understand, I'm a homeowner now.
Word.
Okay, I got responsibilities.
responsibilities
Okay,
now. Facts.
big
What-
ones. Yes, I was renting. Yes, I would party with the rest of them. You know, did I put parties on? You bet your ass I did.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but a time had to come. But I hated the winters. And
Brutal. I feel that.
Brutal.
So hold on. So
But-
what is a yayo for those who don't
The
know?
white girl. The white girl. The snow.
Oh, the yayo.
Booger sugar.
Oh yeah. I got that from Tony. Tony Montana.
Tony Montana.
Booger
The
sugar.
booger
I love
sugar.
that.
Wait, what the hell?
That's awesome.
Yeah. First you make the yayo. Then you get the
We cooking it.
We cooking it in the Pyrex. Nah, we making.
I wonder what's their version of whipping the brick. Whipping the brick.
Whip the brick.
This
Oh
is-
man.
It was crazy times. It
No,
really was crazy.
but man, y'all were having a great time though.
Oh, it was.
I feel like America was peak back
I'm
then,
telling
bro.
you,
America was
in my
peak.
life is whatever you want to call it. I have no regrets.
Amen.
One regret. I do have one regret. When I married my husband Cliff, after he did some radiation, his leg had to be amputated too. But it was before the leg was amputated, and he said, Barbara, how about if we take dance lesson? I mean, both of us were like Jerry Lewis out on a dance floor. White people can't dance. That's the truth. We cannot. We cannot. There is no rhythm in this body, and most white people. Some do. That's not to say some don't. And the both of us were excited about that, and then we made an appointment, and then boom, he just went down like a ton of bricks, and it was over. That's my regret, and that's not a bad thing to have a regret over, you know?
Oh, yeah, because you took the initiative. You wanted to do
Yeah, at
something.
least you were going to do it. It's not like you did it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I feel that.
I know.
I feel
So
that.
I think I did well in life, and I think if you were to, I think my life has really been a pretty happy life. If you were to talk to my sisters, they would say, Barbara had a hard life, and I don't think it was a hard life. I really don't. Did I have struggles? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, but you have, sounds like you have the most
I have
experience
always
out of it.
been the independent one.
Word.
Like my sisters, how do you handle being all by yourself? And I go, I like it. I like it,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah, because it's from the jump. Like, sounds like you love yourself, Barb.
I
feel
do. I
like
think
you
I'm
love- yeah.
I do.
And that's what
you know,
you
if you
have
don't
to-
love yourself, you ain't gonna love
Yeah.
anybody
No,
else.
that's
you know?
And that's our
Yeah.
motto. We always
And-
say you gotta love yourself
You
in
know,
order to love
you,
other
you
people.
really do. And it's not to say that I didn't love husband number one,
Right.
but I loved number two more.
I feel that.
I really did. I really did.
Number one was when you were younger, right?
Yes,
So
yes,
when you were a
yes.
little bit older, you appreciated number
Right.
two.
If I knew, like, if on the altar with him, if the young Tom Selleck was at the church, I would have said, I don't. I'd have walked away with Tom.
Yeah,
Trust me.
I'm out.
I'm out, peace.
I'm done.
What the fuck?
That's mean. That's me. Sorry.
It's like, I'll deal with you later.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh, another one. That's
man.
why I'm saying I don't think I'm going to get through the pearly gates.
Oh, you get there, Barb.
I don't think so.
No, I think you get a pass.
You get a
I
pass,
don't-
Barb.
Like, man, I was gonna be like,
that's the thing that scares me. Like, oh no, I could see St. Peter and the good wisdom.
look who we have here.
Gallons of holy water being thrown at me.
Be like, Jesus, I brought a 5 gallon of holy water. Am I good now?
Yeah, are we good? Come on. I made the most, man. I did the most. I lived it. What? Man, no, that's awesome.
Isn't that what you wanted us? Free
Yeah,
will,
that's
right?
awesome, man.
Experience.
That's awesome, man. Like,
Oh,
seriously.
God.
Because, like,
But I'm still having fun.
That's good.
I mean,
believe
at
it,
73 years old, I'm still having fun.
That's good.
you got a lot of time left.
Yes, you do.
I
You got
do.
a lot of time
I
left, bro.
hope so.
For sure.
Because I have 2043 to pay the bill.
Oh, man, you know, you should get a dog and leave the house under his name. Leave the house under his name.
Don't worry, I'm 2051.
Oh,
So
man.
Oh my God.
Jeez. No, I feel that.
But I really have. I gotta tell you that.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Now I gotta ask you a
the
question.
bank's gonna be like, who's paying this mortgage now?
Oh my God. Oh, this is too funny.
Oh, man. It's nuts. It's nuts. Oh,
Oh
man.
my God, you got me crying.
But here's the thing too. And with this new thing that I'm facing with the financial problems, I did go to the bank.
It's not gonna be 2043.
It gets better. So I go to the bank and I go, I need some options. This is what I've got. And I tell him these expenses that I have coming
Oh my
up.
God.
I forgot the dental too. I got
Oh,
dental
man.
problems coming up.
And we got shitty insurance.
Bruh. Bruh.
True.
Bruh.
It's true.
Shitty
And
insurance.
it really is bad.
Oh, my God.
So anyway, the bank puts all these numbers up and I go, do you think I should, remortgage? And he went, no, you don't want to do that, Barb. So I appreciated his honesty.
Right. Yeah.
So I did take out a personal loan. And get this one, guys. I thought my credit would be shot to hell. And he goes, like this. He went like this. You got excellent credit. And I'm like, I do? I do? 850.
Whoa.
I like that. Boom, slid right in. So I do now have the money, but I only took out a 3-year loan.
I feel that.
And the only way that I could pull it off was on my mortgage that's supposed to be paid off in 2043. I had plans to knock that off in 3 more years and retire. Then I would pull my money out of stock. Okay?
Right.
But now I have 3 more years, so the total, the check that I got from them to put into the checking account was 26, but the whole total with the interest and
Everything,
taxes
right.
is, call it 30,000. Okay, so that's another 6 years.
Slap it on.
But
Oh,
what I
man.
did, what the smart thing that I did was
2049.
yeah.
I'm 2 years behind you.
Okay. So what I did was, with my mortgage, whatever the stupid regular principal payment was, I just subtracted that from $1,000,
Word.
and every month I would pay off. So I was actually paying $1,000 a month in lieu of, it was 300,
Yeah.
400 now.
Most of it's interest.
But
so
now
it's like you're
I
not
have
paying
to
nothing.
take that difference and pay that for the new loan, which comes out to,
30.
About 30.
call it $814 a month. So I have to stop paying the mortgage off. But I learned something now. This is a good tip for you. It's not so good to pay your mortgage off. So let me ask you a personal question. Do you have your homeowner's insurance taken out of your mortgage?
It's all together.
Altogether.
It's all
Okay.
lumped together.
See? So if you pay that off,
You lose the insurance.
you lose the insurance. Now you got to pay that on your own, and banks make sure they find homeowners, auto, all that other stuff. The only thing the bank screwed up this year was escrow. I got too many shortages in escrow, but that was due to Ian.
Right.
I now have flood insurance that I have to pay for. Never was in. I still don't believe I'm in a flood
Yeah, in the
zone.
flood zone. Yeah,
I-
you're
I
like
re- I don't-
inland. Right.
No,
See,
no,
since-
I'm on the wrong side of 41.
Oh, okay.
Wrong side of 41.
Okay.
But if it was a straight run to the Gulf of Mexico, I'm only talking 4 miles.
Did any water get in your house?
No, and never in the area
So
that
no
I'm in.
damage or
None.
Wow.
The roof,
Well, the-
did,
well,
the
besides-
little bit of roof
yeah, I
shingle,
think,
but
well,
nothing.
the flood.
You know,
Not serious, right.
no, I had nothing serious.
Yeah.
And I was glad, like, each year I would do, like, some kind of home improvement.
Improvement or-
I did storm shutters. And even
Nice.
I joked about that, my sister said, thank God, I forget the name of the storms that come through. Thank God you got flood insurance. And this, what I would say to them, I said, yeah, watch my fucking roof fall off. And they go, oh, Barbara, be grateful, be grateful. But that's
Christ.
not negative. I was being funny.
No, thanks,
You
thanks.
know?
No, thanks.
Don't you think that's funny?
You got to be, man.
You got to.
You got to
Shit
be,
always
man.
happens.
Yeah.
So it's like, why get
Sometimes
upset?
it's
or
like,
anything?
man, this is some bullshit. I can't believe this real life,
Yep.
man. I can't believe this real life. No, that's facts. That's facts.
Oh my God.
That's crazy. So like, so after that storm happened, did they end up calling you into work or anything? Was it the same bullshit they pulled with Irma? Because I know Irma was bullshit.
Oh no, that was weird. Wasn't that weird?
Weird as hell.
Yeah, they gave you a little piece of paper so you could drive to work.
Man,
so you got pulled over. Remember that? You don't remember that?
It was so. I went 0 dark 30. They tried to call They had to call him to call me. And
that was after I left
Yep.
847.
Yeah, I was like, fuck that. I'm not coming in.
Yeah, Carlo had called me and said, we're coming to get you. And I went, no, I could drive over. I'll stay with him, But the next day, after the storm, the phone rang. And I was so pissed at God because it was, Darren. Gotta come to work.
Hello,
And-
Barb. Barb, you gotta come to work today. You know, Barb.
God bless you.
God bless you, Barb.
God
bless
bless
you.
you. My father was a preacher.
My father was a preacher, Barb. I'm glad you're okay. Are you gonna be able to cut some meat today, Barb?
Oh man.
Mr. Rogers.
Do you remember the two twins? That were
the
Larry and Gary? Larry and Gary?
I thought you were talking about the
What?
girl.
Oh, I thought you meant the girls.
The girl twins.
The girl twins.
The Spanish ones.
Was like.
Oh, yeah, I remember them. They're no longer, I don't know, whatever happened to them? You know?
No, what I remember was the.
The no neck, we called the no neck. That was awful. Oh no, that was really bad. She was.
I remember
That's
that.
the truth. You don't remember her?
Yeah, I remember.
That was. I remember Barb would come to me
Okay.
every day, bro. She was like, "Who am I?"
It's true. We're awful. We're awful. Oh, we're awful.
Every day, I'm in tears, bro.
Oh, man.
I'm in tears every day. Man, it was a circus in there, bro.
We should have tissues on this table.
Jeez, it was, Barb would be in the meat department. I'm just standing in the front seat with, hey, Jeff, who am I? And she just do the walk. There's no way. I'm like, there's no way, man. All
We
right.
just,
Who's
we
Larry?
Had, we had a serious accident in the store.
Who's Larry and Gary?
This is horrible. We now have a janitor, nice guy. This is the guy I shared jokes with. But we have a special person. And she went upstairs to the ladies' room. But she had an accident in the ladies' room.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, shit all over the place. So
She missed?
Missed.
You
Yeah,
weren't even
a
aiming.
whole toilet
You weren't
seat
even
cover.
aiming.
Come on.
God,
I mean,
damn.
that was projectile. But anyway, the janitor got very upset. And he was pissed. So that was the day Charles was being crowned king. So anyway, the janitor says to me, I'm having my own ceremony and I'm naming the poo-poo girl Miss Piggy. I'm crowning her. It was, we're so bad. We are so bad.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
But I'm
That's
telling you.
crazy, man. Oh,
What's wrong?
bro.
Third world. There's a lot of third world people
Yeah.
out there. So
I feel that.
this is you need tissues here from laughing so hard and crying.
Jeez. Oh, man.
Is it hot in here?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yes, and I said to him when he told me, and then I said, and I missed the I forgot what it's called, the coronation of Miss Piggy. Oh man, I never have any fun.
Oh, damn. That's amazing.
And then Randy, just 2 days ago, this lady comes in this little shopping cart thing, and you know the new meatballs we have. Ugh. So, hey, you
Fake
got-
meat.
No. Did you guys ever watch the show Friends?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember Phoebe?
Yeah.
And Phoebe would have
The
that
cat,
song-
smelly
Yeah,
cat.
smelly cat.
Because she was a vegan,
well,
yeah.
now, when you open the meatballs, I sing Smelly Balls, Smelly Balls. And I have everybody in the meat room going Smelly Balls.
Why
Okay.
are they smelling you?
So anyway, this woman comes up and Randy and I are in the case. But this is how honest I am. And, Randy has to twist the story.
Sugarcoat it.
Yeah, he twists it, So the woman says to us, I bought these meatballs last week and they were disgusting. And we had to throw them out. And I look in her basket and I went, and you're buying them again?
Oh no!
And
No,
Randy,
that's facts.
no. Why would you say they're disgusting
And then they're in
buy
your
them
fucking
again?
cart.
And
What
they're
are you
in your
doing?
cart. Oh yeah, as soon as we walked into that inside the room, what Barb said, you're buying them again? Well, what do you want me to say? I hope those are
I
better.
hope
Because
that-
if you don't cook them by tomorrow, you're out of date.
Oh, that's so wild. No, that blows my mind. That blows my. Was that just like you told me? The lady who kept thinking the containers were open. She kept unscrewing.
She's like, why are all the cartons of milk containers open? She kept twisting them and twist. I'm like, ma'am, when you twist it, it cuts it open.
It cuts the seal.
How do you know it? How do you know? She's like, how do you know if they're sealed or not? Because it says it right there. When you twist it, it cuts
breaks
it.
the seal.
It breaks the seal. So everyone, I said, tell me all the ones that you opened. So we had to pull every single one of
That's
them up.
crazy.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my God.
Yo, that's fucking crazy.
Because the old,
They're nuts.
Yeah.
They're all nuts.
yeah, because the old design was pull back and then pull the
Peel
tab.
the little
Peel the little
seal
tab,
cap,
and now
yeah.
it's like twist open, and it's like, what the fuck?
What are you doing?
Remember when we had the service case?
Yes.
And I felt bad. It was, she was an older woman, and she walked up, and it's like, why me? Why me?
Why we got?
I'm here to pick up my prescription. I'm going, this New York
There's no fucking way. Oh, there's no way.
I can't make this
Oh,
stuff up.
my
I cannot
goodness.
make this up.
You
I'm here to
gotta
pick
make
up my
this shit up.
prescription. And I'm like looking around, and it was like, oh, they're testing me. Oh, they
man.
are so testing me.
You
can't make this shit up.
That's awesome. Oh no, you need to bring that holy water with you.
I
Every
know,
time some
I know,
crazy
I know.
fucking customer
Yeah.
comes.
I
Nope.
should.
Back demon! You're disturbing my peace. Back demon. No, that's fact, man.
It's
That's
horrible.
crazy.
Yeah. man.
Horrible, horrible, horrible.
That's crazy, man.
It's true. It's true. And yet a lot of these new kids that are there, I don't know why, they must think we're the information center. And they just go
Because they're lazy. If they don't have their phone, then they're automatically gonna come to you for the information.
That's
Well,
wild.
I don't have any of that stuff on my phone. My phone stays in my locker.
I feel that.
That's how I feel
Unless you
about it.
call me and tell me a
I'm
joke.
there to work.
Word.
Okay,
I feel
I'm
that.
there to work,
That's legit.
and
That's legit.
and
Tell
that's
jokes.
what I do.
Tell jokes.
How-
I
have
do
they
jokes.
have they got rid of more positions? Because are they?
Oh, they need people, but people don't want to work. That's
Yeah,
how it is
sure,
today.
yeah, I learned.
We want them, but then they come in, and here's another thing: not a lot of full-time positions either, and it's not just our company. But they come in and they don't want to close. They don't want to mid-shift.
But
they
they
don't want to
expect to
be
get
early
paid.
in them. Correct, and that's what
That's
happens.
wild.
And that's
They
what
want to get paid
happens.
1920, but they won't work for
Correct.
that 1920.
That's right. Absolutely. And, it's tough out there. But like I said, it's not just our company.
Yeah,
It's
it's like-
everybody
it's
that's out there. I
everyone.
don't care if
Yeah.
you're a restaurant. I don't care
everywhere.
if you're an
Mhm.
insurance company. I don't care.
Yeah.
McDonald's. The Wendy's over where I'm living.
Word.
You can't go inside because there's nobody
No one
to
wants to-
man.
'cause
So
it's like-
all you have are the
the
cooks in
window.
the back. Only
Right.
the window.
Right.
Only the window.
Like for me personally, I think 2020 was the last chance to really get yourself established in anything.
And yep.
In anything,
You're
like in
right.
terms of
Yeah.
real estate, in terms of getting a nice job with retirement and stuff like that, because inflation's fucking everybody.
Yeah, but the issue
Yeah,
with
and
a
the
lot-
interest rates too as well.
But the issue with a lot of people is they see something good and they're greedy, so they wait, and then it goes
Yeah.
down, and then
Yeah,
they
that's
wait,
facts.
it can
Yeah.
either go back up, and it doesn't go back up.
Right.
Yeah.
So, that's
And I also think the pandemic really made people soft. Like
No, I think it made them weird. No, really.
because they
I
were
think
home
that
alone with
they-
their thoughts now and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
It made them. Yeah, they stayed home like during that whole quarantine thing. How did that work out with you? Because during the whole pandemic, how did Publix work with the whole quarantine thing?
Oh, they didn't give a shit.
Oh, they didn't give a damn.
No,
Nope.
you showing up
Yep.
or not? You wearing a mask or not?
Yep.
If you don't come, you don't get paid.
You don't get
That's
paid.
it.
Yep. That's how
They don't give a shit if you're
Did-
afraid.
Were you afraid of all that shit? Like, did that kind of
No.
get you
No.
scared in it?
No,
Yeah,
it did
because I
not.
feel like
She's
it was
probably
like-
been through a
Didn't-
lot.
The only time that it would bother me is if they got a little too close,
Like you're like,
and they're going.
You like,
know.
you
See?
bitch.
Yeah.
hold
Testing
on.
you.
Yeah, totally would have back. Yeah.
No, I feel that.
And if I found at that time, that's when, whether it was the company we work for, I bet I know a lot of restaurants closed, but people got angry over there and
Right.
nasty,
They became
really nasty.
real
Assholes.
That-
Especially when they
True.
put the opening time to what 8 or 9 o'clock,
Correct.
and then they
Correct.
closed at 7.
Yep.
People were just
Yep.
waiting outside.
Oh, and you had to see the line. You would think that they were all going in the electric chair and 5 minutes.
Yep.
Got to get inside
I'm
the
next.
store.
Hurry up and die.
Yep.
Damn,
Yeah.
and it makes you think like if shit.
You have no toilet paper.
that,
It was so bad.
Oh.
No, it was so bad when they did come out with the vaccine. People from Naples were coming to Immokalee that's never stepped foot in.
Never,
Yeah.
They never
Just
even
to get it.
smelled
It's true.
the area.
It's
Yeah,
true.
That's
They're like,
crazy.
so this is what poor smells like.
Yeah. Oh my
No, because it's like that was so weird, man. You really, I agree with you now. People did get
got
weird.
really
They got
crazy.
weird.
Now, did you get your shots?
Me, I literally did the first one.
Me too. That was
I
it.
just did
No
the first
more.
one. I was
No
like,
more.
no return,
what?
none of that bullshit. I was
And
like,
I
I'm good.
did one flu shot in my lifetime.
No, I think
was
the
it.
last time I had a flu
Yeah,
shot was
yeah,
like
the-
eighth
Eighth
grade. That was
Yeah.
the last time I ever had a flu shot. Never again. Nah.
I said
Because
no.
it was a requirement in order to get
Yeah.
into
To get
middle school.
into high school.
High school, yeah.
To get into high school, you needed a
Yeah.
flu shot.
But
after
for
that-
Publix, it was
Yeah,
like,
Publix, right.
you know, or any company. Many of it was mandatory. That shouldn't be mandatory.
Nah.
That's. I thought we live in a country that we have choices.
You have a choice.
Well, see, and that's where they kind of forced a lot of people's hands because they're like, well, if you want to get on a cruise ship, you got to take that. Well, if you want to
Right.
get on a
Yeah.
plane, you
Yeah.
got to
Right.
get that. If you want to go
Yeah.
into
They
this
were
restaurant,
like,
you got
you have the choice to
Yeah.
get it, but we're going to limit because what they did was they went after the companies.
Are they
rather
still
than-
doing that on planes?
No.
Oh no, that's
okay. I was
They
gonna say,
dropped
uh-oh.
all.
Yeah.
I think
Uh-oh.
like
you can wear. You don't
I
have to
gotta
wear a
go
mask
to
at the
that
airport.
wedding
Right.
on Long Island. I don't care if I'm sitting with the kiddies.
No, you don't even have to wear a
think
mask
they-
on the plane anymore.
They dropped the
But you
last.
don't have to have.
No,
None of
they
that.
got rid of
latest-
it.
okay.
No more vaccine cards, none of that. I
No.
think they dropped the last restrictions a couple months ago. But like even in that case where it was just like where they pulled the okie doke where it was like, okay, you still have the liberty of not getting it, but they went after the companies.
Yeah.
They're like, if you want to stay in business,
Yes.
because they tried to put it
Yeah.
under like OSHA
Yes.
and all of that, and
Yeah,
if
you're
you
right.
were in violation, you
Yeah,
had to
that
shut
wasn't
down.
right. It
Nah.
wasn't right. And even like people that were going into establishments
Word.
with our company, our management, we don't want any confrontation, so we have to let them in without a mask. But then we have to wear one.
Mhm. That was weird.
Money
Is that
rules.
money? Yeah.
Yeah.
Money rules the world.
Yeah.
But there was an advantage for me to wear a mask.
Cursing the boy! Saying voodoo on him, boy!
Oh, yeah.
I'll
Yep.
give you my demons.
Yep.
I was spitting venom, boy. I feel
You
it.
better
I feel it.
And then anytime, because I remember having to walk out. I never did so many grinds in my life. And I was getting ready to walk out, and I figured, oh, did you guys ever watch? I love this show. I'm telling you, this is a show that when I watch, I literally buckle over in laughter, and it's 2.5 Men.
Oh, word. Absolutely.
With Charlie Sheen.
With Charlie Sheen. After that,
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
yeah.
garbage.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So, anywho, I had said I was walking out, and I went, "Hey guys, because I don't always talk to me. You ever watch the show 2.5 Men?" And they go, "Yeah." Did you ever see the episode where the kids let all the seagulls come in? I said, I'm going out there, but it's not seagulls, it's freaking humans. and here's no terror. Shh, Barbara, because I'm yelling it.
Yeah.
I'm outside. I'm
I love that.
you
They don't give a fuck.
She's like, get bent.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel
Woo,
that.
woo, woo. Woo, woo,
I
woo.
feel that. No, that was awesome. Now, I remember a couple times you saved my ass because, like, there was some rude customers that came in. And it was just like, I wasn't even trying to deal with that
Yeah.
crap,
Oh.
you know? And
I'm good sometimes,
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm good.
Oh, you're
you know?
always good, Barb.
But even like with I felt bad for Carla one time. There was a customer, the barbecue ribs frozen were on sale, and a customer came and said, I want the $1.99 one. And he was, oh, that's okay. You have to go to the frozen section. I want fresh. And I was like,
Oh, here we go again.
yeah, here we go. And Carlo happened to be over there and heard how rude the man was. And he said, she's right. If you want fresh, you pay that price. If you want the frozen, you pay that price over there. And the guy said, what are you, a car salesman? And Carla went, no, but I just got, are you? And the guy goes, as a matter of fact, I am. And he goes, well, I'll tell you, I just bought a car and you guys ripped me off. And the guy says to him, F you. And Carla goes, F you. And now I got to run into the back room and say, help Carlo. Help Carlo.
Oh, shit.
There's an F you contest going out there.
Oh, man.
fuck you, no, fuck you. Fuck you,
On the floor. On
Oh,
the
that's
floor.
amazing.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
true. And I walked in and said, Carlo, I'm so sorry. He goes, well, you were right, And it was like, no, there are things like, please, get away from me.
You're right. I feel that.
Get away from
Yeah.
me. It's not worth it anymore. Because you know what? What happens? They're going to take the
They're going to take
customers.
the customers?
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's how it works.
That's facts.
That's how it works.
That's facts. There's
Too much.
That's crazy.
There's no employee.
It's funny we talking
support.
about Darren. I don't know if you had Bob. He was the last.
District manager?
Yes,
Yeah.
and now, what's his name? Brian Lancelotta took over his slot for
Yeah.
our area, and Bob shops at the store, and
Because he lives across the street, yeah.
absolutely. But when I got suspended, Darren wanted me transferred. And I said, I don't want to transfer. I didn't ask for one. I'll take my suspension, but I'm going to take vacation for it.
Word.
That's what I'm going to do. So anyway, I always wondered how come I didn't get transferred, and then put two and two together. Those guys like Lancelot, they get feedback. They do get feedback, and it dawned on me, I think he had something to do with me staying here. And I said to him one night, he was shopping, and I said, by the way, I want to thank you for your indiscretion. I know you know that I was suspended. And he goes, I sure did. And I said, I want to thank you for not having been transferred.
I feel that.
And he went, You're very welcome.
Talking about Brian.
And I appreciated that. And as a matter of fact, just 2 nights ago, he was in again. And we got these new machines, new wrappers. Okay? We're going to have a complaint, but I already figured out the loophole on how to fix it. Okay? So if you're at your store and you've got the meat room's got new ones, I'll tell you about it, how to fix it. So he says to me, do you miss Darren? And
You're on this Barb.
Oh man,
I said,
Barb charged up.
I said, hell no, I do not. And I'm going to tell you something, Bob. You know what? I felt bad for you guys. And what do you mean you felt bad for us? And I said, because all the while, I really believed, and sometimes I still do, you guys fell for his bullshit. And that's why Darren and I,
Oh yeah, grind. Yeah.
I just didn't. I just did not buy.
You saw it all. You saw through him.
Day two.
Off rip.
And the second day I said to him, and I told you, I said, you know what you are? You're a schmoozer. You're nothing but a schmoozer. You know, so scat.
Right.
And I think he felt that he couldn't get into.
He
my
couldn't get
finance.
you to in your
Nope.
good graces, so he's
But
like,
he-
fuck it.
Nope, wasn't going to happen. And he tried
Yeah.
Tracy.
Yeah.
Close call, but Tracy,
Damn, that man was trying to have sex with anything that moves.
you know, he was just, well, most men do.
He was sex
Most men
deprived.
do. And there's nothing wrong with it. But his bullshit was just, ugh.
He was good at it because of his voice.
He was not good. He wasn't
He
good
wasn't
at
that
it.
shit. He wasn't, bro. He tried to.
Oh,
fucking-
you know what? I bet that son of a bitch was lazy in bed. I put money on it. I'll put money on it. I bet he was lazy in bed.
Oh man.
And the sad part is his wife was just a lovely, lovely woman, you know. And, you know, maybe, I don't know. Maybe this was his first blowjob. Who the hell knows?
Good blowjob.
You know? But she really was, this new girl, she was a knockout.
I feel that.
A knockout.
I feel that.
But, and, you know, Bob just didn't say anything. He smiled like, oh, this girl knows.
She
You know,
knows.
she knows.
I can see bullshit.
That's awesome.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barb can
Yeah.
read it from a mile
You know.
away, bro.
But you know who I got that from? Mommy.
Mom.
Mommy
Yes,
could.
ma'am.
She was tough.
I feel
And
that.
that's, I mean, she just knew a bullshitter, you know. And
From you can't bullshit a bullshitter.
Can't bullshit.
no, you can't.
Can't
And
bullshit.
you can't.
bullshit.
And you can't.
Nope, not at all.
And you could, and sometimes the bullshitter gets shit on,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it has to happen.
Right,
It
right.
has to happen.
Right.
But I know.
Damn. I feel that. I feel that. Nah, but like if there's just to kind of now that we're kind of winding down and stuff, just to summarize, like throughout your life, is there one thing that one piece of advice you'd give our audience, our listeners,
Or to just anybody in the
just anybody, you know what I'm saying, that you live by that would resonate with other people?
I think I told you right from the very beginning, the start of the show, it's a saying, never hold your past
I
a
agree.
prisoner.
Mhm.
It was just a lesson, not a life sentence.
Amen.
And life goes on.
Amen.
Enjoy every fucking second of it.
For sure.
Because you only get
And
one.
I tell
For sure.
the stepchildren that
Mhm.
when they have a problem, I messed up. So you messed up,
As long as you fix
you know?
it.
Yeah.
And I
Not
believe
as long
it.
as, no, move on.
And laugh.
Yeah, right.
Make sure you have
Move on.
laughter in your life.
Because we laugh
Oh,
at
yeah.
Right.
You know,
certain-
Yeah.
But we laugh at things maybe sometimes we shouldn't.
Well, especially
But,
his surgery.
you know.
Oh,
that was
man.
But I can't believe people bought
That
my line
was
of bullshit.
man. I came back to
They had to cut a
But
couple.
everybody was so serious. What's wrong with Jeff? What? You must know. You work with him. And I don't know why
God damn it.
this craziness
They
comes
ate it
into
up.
my head.
That was awesome.
It was
That
great.
was awesome.
You're kidding.
That was awesome.
You were kidding. And I'm sitting
Now
there
everybody's just looking at your junk.
Yo, man, Barb, that was like the best wingman thing you could ever do. It was like, damn, it was really hanging like that, huh?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yes,
Yeah, the
yeah.
couple
That
cut
was
off
awesome.
a couple
They had to
inches.
take a couple inches off, bro.
I didn't say it was that your scrotum was so big that it affected your vocal
My
cord
vocals.
and you couldn't speak. But give them some time, it'll be okay. Really? Really? I'm like, holy, who believes that? All of them did. All of them
Shit,
did.
man, that was amazing.
Fantastic.
That was
I love
amazing,
it.
man.
Very, very weird.
That was awesome, bro.
That was awesome.
Man, Barb, I really appreciate you coming on today.
Yep.
I appreciated that you asked me. This
No,
was so
what?
cool.
This was like
pleasure.
2 months in the making because you said after season, so I was
Yeah.
like, I'm
I
coming back.
did, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
things, so things
I
have calmed
told you
down.
I would.
Yeah.
I
sure.
stick to my word.
For sure,
I really
for sure.
do stick to my.
Absolutely.
And maybe in the future I could come back.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
oh,
you
yeah,
will.
no.
You
We
will.
invite everybody back, so
Absolutely.
we're
Doors
definitely
always
bringing
open
back.
for
Yeah.
you.
Plenty of jokes,
yeah.
plenty of stories.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot we couldn't touch on today, but we definitely
Yeah,
get to
we
those.
did. I still like my jokes.
I think they'll love it. I
Oh
love it.
man, we'll
I
say,
love it.
we'll basically send you the link to the
Okay.
episodes.
Yeah.
And who's the person that edits this? You
Uh,
have an editor or something?
Yeah, that does our clips. So Victor.
Victor. Thank you, Victor.
Thank you, Victor. Shout out Victor.
He's gonna,
Yeah, shout out from Barb.
Yeah, he's a shout out for Barb. So he's gonna take the funny clips that funny jokes that you.
He's probably going to cut everything out. We got 3 seconds of Barb.
Get the fuck out of here. No way. Get
She
out of
sucked.
here.
She sucked.
He's not
Man,
gonna do
get out.
that. He's got you. He's
Nah,
got you. I
nah,
promise.
he got you. We got
So
you.
how
Barb.
many women have you had do this so far?
Oh, man.
Your sisters,
No,
employees.
we've had Kayla,
Kayla,
Zoe,
Zoe,
uh,
Trishawn,
Shemeka,
Jolissa,
Brooke, Juliana.
Juliana.
Oh wow, you've had more women than men.
No, same
I
amount.
think
Same
it's been
amount?
pretty
Okay.
even.
Same
pretty
amount.
balanced,
Yeah, we're consistent. We're
Good.
consistent.
pretty balanced,
We're not
for sure.
sexist. We promise.
For sure. Equal rights.
That's right.
rights, damn it.
And
Equal
what's your-
opportunity.
I gotta ask you, what's your latest new movie that you guys are into? Like that science fiction stuff?
I know we're trying to go
Guardians.
see Guardians.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so that's like the end of the whole trilogy.
yeah.
I'm trying to avoid spoilers because it's all over the fucking internet.
Internet,
so
yeah.
You can't go anywhere
I know.
without without getting spoiled. Other than that, they canceled all my favorite shows that I like watching. So right now, me and him are kind of binge watching Yellowstone. So it's like a
Oh, I wish I could get that. I just have straight.
man.
Is it good?
It's
good.
Someone told me it's violent.
it is, but
That's
it's
fine.
like it's gritty.
It's gritty.
Yeah,
It's
it's
gritty,
like
okay.
Midwestern, like
Okay.
real like this is my land, this is my
Yeah.
property.
Yeah.
I want
We
to
don't
keep
share
it.
land
We
around
don't. This
here.
is America.
Okay.
We don't share land
around here.
That was amazing.
That was
man.
amazing.
It's a good show.
Get out of my backyard.
I love
You see this? You see all this? We don't share
We
land
don't
here.
share land. This is mine. Everything 50 miles behind this mountain is mine. I was like, yo! And then the little Chinese man is like, no, that's impossible. No one man should own all this land. He's like, this is America. Bam! Shoots the shotgun. We don't share land.
Around
I was
here.
like, yeah! I love that,
As soon as
man.
we saw that clip, we're like, all right,
Yep, we gotta
the show.
watch it.
We gotta watch
What,
the show.
what there's what, like
Poor
6
China.
seasons now?
The poor China.
Yeah, there were tours too. There
They were
like,
tourists,
oh,
yeah. And it always involves like Chinese tourists kind of coming through and stuff, and they're like, "Yo, like you need to get off our property." And it's pretty much him like trying to keep like preserve his territory
Since his
you know,
family
since
started.
generations.
They even started a
Yeah.
prequel with.
And all the stores good.
Yes.
Yeah.
They even
Really
started a
good.
prequel with Henry Ford.
Henry
He's
Ford.
doing-
Oh, okay.
where
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's called 1923. So it was his great grand.
Yeah,
Okay.
he established.
That will
okay.
establish
Oh,
everything.
it's
Okay.
so good. It's so
Okay.
So they
good.
got some A-list actors on there. So.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like him against the
The
Indian
natives.
native reservation because they have their own
Versus
designated
a
versus
rich-
realtors, like rich property
Okay.
investors, and he's just trying to keep everything together,
Okay.
and keep his family together
Okay.
while dealing with his own personal shit.
Okay.
But man, it's so good.
It's
It's
good.
so
Okay.
compelling. So if there's any way we could send it your way, or like kind of
Loophole it?
yeah, you already know.
I do.
You already know, Barb. Yeah. So we'll get you on that. We'll try to.
But you
send
know
that
what I
your way.
would probably end up doing? It's got to be out on a DVD.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have like
Blu-ray?
I'm sure they
Blu-ray
do.
or something
Blu-ray
like that. It's also on. I don't know if it's on NBC or Peacock or something like that.
It's on. It's a TBS.
Oh, is it TBS?
I think it's a TBS show.
You know what, guys? I'm so rarely home. It's unbelievable.
Oh, word. I
If,
feel
if
that.
I'm not at work, I'm off doing
You gotta.
something.
Yeah, you can't be
I'm-
out.
So we got to add
You
to your
know.
I feel
phone.
that.
Yeah. I need a maid, though.
Oh man, that's gonna be dope. That's gonna be wild. But we'll definitely try to send you like a link or something
Okay.
on a way you can watch it.
Okay.
If you need help, shoot.
Yeah, Peacock, Amazon, Hulu,
Okay.
with a subscription. Oh.
Your dog doesn't need to go out. He probably wants to.
Yeah, it's
No,
about that time.
he already
I mean,
knows that.
He knows.
Oh.
Yeah, the moment we say the magic words, like he'll pick it up and then
Oh.
he's like,
Like
"Alright,
when he
it's
says
Is
what how do you resonate? He
Boom,
gets
he
it.
already
'Cause
knows.
he's
Oh,
He
like,
knows
really?
like the cues and stuff.
no,
Okay.
you're intelligent.
He's a smart boy. He just likes to play dumb sometimes because
He's
Yeah.
beautiful.
oh he's a wonderful.
Cocoa,
He is beautiful.
organic cocoa butter,
Oh yeah, we
coconut
keep his
oil.
coat fresh all the time. We feed him. He's a good boy. He's happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we take care of him. Anyways, Jeff.
Do we still want to do Gook?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we can do.
Okay, good. I mean, that was not nice. Sorry if you all.
Everyone's like, what the fuck is that?
Google it.
Let's Google it.
Google it. What?
Go Google it.
They'll Google it.
Take us home, Jeff.
Guys, thank you again for joining us at the tabletop. If you want to watch our episodes on Wednesdays and Fridays, we're on YouTube, one word Tabletop Topics. We also have a Triple T's Clip channel and our TikTok channel. So if you click on the link, it'll bring you directly to the video. And of course, we have timestamps so you can navigate throughout. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. And if you want to catch us on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're on Google,
Spotify,
Apple Podcasts,
Deezer,
TuneIn,
iHeartRadio,
and Amazon Music.
yes sir.
Look at that. He's learning it. I love this.
Yes sir.
Guys, thank you again for joining us at the tabletop. You have a good night, weekend,
Yay!
evening, and or day. And of course, celebrating
100
episodes.
episodes.
This is 101, but we're just gonna say 100.
Yeah, it still counts. It still counts.
Sorry, Jimmy.
All right, y'all.
All right. Good night.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.